Guys, you may have heard over the years about those chickenpox parties where parents purposely expose kids to others, thinking better they get exposed earlier than later, or maybe they didn't want the vaccine. Well, this is that concept taken to an extreme. Mail-order diseases. Experts say it's dangerous for the families involved and for the unsuspecting people around them.
Absolutely horrified to hear stories like that.
What horrified this top state health official were Facebook postings like these. Fresh batch of pox in Nashville looking for measles and mumps. All around was FedEx from Arizona. We've spread cooties to Cookeville, Knoxville, and Louisiana, and more. Our investigation started with this Facebook page, Find a Pox Party in Your Area. But this is no party, it's an underground trade where parents get on Facebook looking for a virus. When they find a match, they sometimes offer to make a charitable donation, trade or buy and sell. Contaminated spit, often carried on candy, Q-tips or washcloths. And you're about to see who we found in Nashville doing it. Have you been shipping it in the past, contaminated bodily fluids to other states?
Ship suckers.
One woman writes, has anyone had success sharing the chickenpox with someone out of state by sending them something in the mail? In the same thread, another post. That's actually a federal offense. There's even a how-to guide. It reads, tuck it inside a Ziploc baggie, then put it in the envelope. Don't put anything identifying it as pox. Their groups claim they want to build their children's lifelong immunities without vaccines.
Exposing your children to a potentially serious or even fatal disease, which is virtually completely preventable by a really safe vaccine, is inexcusable.
This is obviously an unregulated product that's being bought and sold. We would have no idea what's even in this.
One of the names on these Facebook postings is Wendy Workett of Nashville. You can see her post says, fresh batch of pox in Nashville, shipping of suckers, spit, and Q-tips available tomorrow, $50. I'm Kimberly Curth with Channel 4 News. Tell us about that, those lollipops, right?
Yes, they were sucked on by my kids.
And why would you do that?
So that other people's kids can't get chickenpox. It's not, they can't get them the normal way anymore of just naturally catching and naturally getting the immunity for life.
I see that you're charging $50.
I didn't make any money off of it. It was just the overnight shipping fee. You had to get there within 24 hours.
Are you at all concerned about your children's health or the health of other children?
I'm not concerned about my children's health. No, I'm not. It's the other parent's choice what to do with their children.
Tennessee's state epidemiologist says this affects more than just the parents who ordered the shipment.
If a child who is exposed and has the disease were to spread this unknowingly, hopefully unknowingly, to someone in their church, to someone in their school, they can transmit the disease that way. And if it's a child who couldn't be vaccinated because of a medical reason or who's on chemotherapy for cancer and were to get this disease and die from it, I mean, that's just completely unconscionable.
And then there's the possibility of a host of other infections.
You might be making a choice to avoid chickenpox, but do you know that there's not hepatitis, that there's not, that the other person didn't have HIV?
Then there's the question of whether this is even legal. Soon after Channel 4 News started making inquiries to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Nashville, U.S. Attorney Jerry Martin urgently wanted to do an on-camera interview to warn the public against this. Is what we found happening a criminal offense?
If you are seeking to expose someone to a virus or an infectious disease and you use the U.S. mail or you otherwise use the interstate commerce by sending something over state lines, then you're potentially exposing yourself to criminal prosecution.
How important is it that we caught this happening?
The message ought to be loud and clear to individuals who attempt to engage in this behavior that the federal government and the Department of Justice takes a very dim view to violating any federal laws, but certainly laws that put public safety and public health at risk.
And what's the message for anyone involved in this trade?
There's no excuse for behavior like this.
What would you say to anybody taking part in this?
I would tell them they need to stop, and they need to stop immediately.
In the last few days, we found a new posting on that Facebook page where this is all happening. Find a pox party in your area. It reads, a new private group only members can see will help to keep out unwanted viewers.